Quick. Greetings, traders. It is I, Abdul Shaba. And I would like to welcome you to some real change stock options trading journey. I'm your host, Abdul Shabazz. And I thank each and every one of you for being in the building. Dr. J is in the and this could continue to go up. It's very possible. Good morning, Aaron. Aaron is in the building. Some very, very interesting action. Would you not say so, Aaron? I want to be very, very patient today. No surprise where we are. The Bulls are back in effect. We want to watch out for continuation. Might have a lot of people on the sidelines. who believes that this can go higher, so they don't have a problem buying high. Everyone stay focused. You got this. I'm going to keep pre-market action up right now, temporary. Good morning, Prince. I want to let you guys know we have fixed the delay. It is now an official 2-second delay, which is appropriate for streaming on YouTube. Two-second delay should not hurt us at all. The beautiful thing about the market moving is the actual market moving. Dan is in the building. Where there's market is moving, there's money to be made both ways, either way. I said we got it down to a 2-second delay, Dan. I had to upload, I had to delete the old version, reboot a new version, and then hit this smart detect where it detected how fast my CPU was, the system that I'm using, and then gave me settings based upon this gaming computer that I have. And so the results were great. We tried it about 8 times yesterday and finally got it down to a 2-second delay. And we are attempting to put in a new high. That was a perfect example of what was called a washout long. Blasted right through previous resistance, went right through it. And this was weekly resistance. This is daily resistance. The market used that 456, that 457 level perfectly, excellently. What a candle. What a candle. My goodness, what a candle. But I see a shoulder. I see a shoulder. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Right there. I see liquidity grab. I created a left shoulder right here. I don't know how high the head will be, but we do have resistance here, and we are in an uptrend. I'm just identifying what I see. But I want us to remember this area right here. 9:35. I said that at 9:35. Again, like I said, a lot of bulls at market open with orders to buy. Not having a problem at all buying high, believing that it can go even higher. And currently it is doing such. Interesting. Interesting. I put this off here on my algo chart over here on the side for you guys, that liquidity grab that I called, just in case if it does come back to it. I want to have a timestamp when you're doing it, but I don't want to clutter our main chart. We are still in a very bullish day. What an exciting time to be in the market right now. And believe me, you guys, one thing that I do want to share with you is that I do have some long-term intentions to start trading the SPY long-term. I mean, my goodness, imagine just last week it was at 450. Just last week. Just last week, guys. And the bulls are buying up every dip. That's chili sauce here to the daily. the bulls are buying up every dip. Every dip. Every dip. Every dip. Every dip. Every dip. So imagine just having 10 contracts along for this ride. Boogity Bob. I don't want to curse, but I have to say Boogity Bob. Imagine having 10 contracts. We're going to have to, sooner or later, figure this out as a team. Start putting some of our fingers in that cookie jar. That's a nice little cookie jar. I like this. Oh, I like this. I like this. But regardless of how much I like it, follow my rules, I like even more. We get past this 457.6. Oh, we will have a drop down to VWAP. For surety. Because some of these bulls in this candle want to take profit. Also, that drop towards VWAP will give some other bulls that missed this an opportunity to get in as well. We're definitely not calling for the reversal, just identifying an area on the chart where bulls will say, hey, I'm going to do a little bit of selling right now. Hold that line right there. Not taking a trade, but identifying what's going on behind the trades. I don't care about fundamental analysis. I don't care about reports. I don't care about news. One thing that has to happen regardless of where you get your inputted information from, you have to execute those thoughts by pressing buy or sell. And once you do, it will leave an imprint on the chart. And if we take our time and study, we will be able to determine and understand the sentiment of the market by the candles that it leaves. No one told us about this line on the chart. No one told us to draw this here. We drew it here based on what the market has shown us in the past, that this would be an area of conversation. We don't know what's going to happen. It could retrace, it could go sideways, consolidate, it could continue. But we still identified an area there's going to be a conversation at. So it's always best to reduce your size at this area, to protect your profits at this area, and to be alert at this area. Anyone who says they know what the market is going to do is lying. All we can do is have a set of criteria that we use to take a trade. When that setup presents itself, we take the trade, establish a gentleman's risk, and it either goes in our favor or it doesn't. We either make a substantial amount of profit or we're willing to lose our gentleman's risk to get in the trade. But we have areas that we've identified that could be potential trades. But once we get to these areas, we have to wait for a clear setup. And also, getting back to not trading before 10 o'clock. We don't want to be early. We don't want to be early. There's that line that I told you guys. I said, if the market crosses below this line, stock price is going to drop. Not a lot, but enough that it's going to touch VWAP. Enough that the bulls will have to reassess their position, take a little profit, and maybe potentially give other bulls an opportunity who didn't get in to be able to get in. So that's why I held this line on the chart so that we can see the action unfold with the mentality thinking of the bears in its first candle. Again, this is not calling for the reverse. This is a breather. This is some profit taking. This is another area of opportunity. Still looking very bearish regardless of this green candle. Setting up. Looks like to move higher to use these bears as liquidity. We'll have to see. That's what it's looking like right now. It pays to be patient. That's just the bottom line, guys. It pays to be patient. Yes, focusing on doing it right. Absolutely, Dan. I was in a call earlier, but I didn't overstay my welcome. All right, Prince. We definitely am grateful for you, Prince, because we know that you will definitely jump into play, especially when you see the momentum and everything going. That was an excellent call to get in right out of the gate. Plenty volume. As you guys know, I've been showing you the volume here Look where we're at right now compared to where we've been. Look at that. So especially with the grind up, great play, Prince. You had the break of support here. Okay, you also, that was making a new high, and to take it right to that resistance level, that was some easy money. Congratulations on that. And that's what you call not overstaying your welcome, knowing and realizing that you can make money in the 5-minute candle. Get in and get out. Get your money and get gone. Paid to wait. That's exactly right. Dan said it exactly right. We get paid to wait. And as I embark on this journey, guys, I learned something last night. I want to share with you guys. I looked at my monthly P&L. And I wanted to see the potential that I have, that each and every one of us has. And if you simply look at your winning days, that's how much money you guys are capable of making. That's how much money you already have the ability to make and the foundation to build upon. And if we look at our red days, we realize that those were days that we probably 90% of the time should not have even traded. They weren't A+ setups. We were just at the market and wanted to be involved, which emphasizes the fact that we don't have to trade every day to make money. We don't have to trade every day to make money. We have to trade clear setups. We have to trade when the odds are in our favor. That's the beauty of us being retail traders. We don't have to trade all the time. We don't have hundreds of millions and billions under management that has to be moving no matter what the market is doing. We have the ability to pick and choose. And then so therefore, when I sit and I think, if we exercise that ability a little bit better and learn how to sit on our hands and let subpar trades go by, it'll give us the confidence to size up on the trades that we do take. That is the road that we have to travel in order to do this full time, in order to change our lives and change our families' lives. We have to get to the point that we're trading hundreds of contracts. And the beauty about it is that within that 5-minute candle, you can make your day. We make 10 cent, 20 cent, 30 cent moves here all the time. You multiply that by 100 contracts, that's $1,000-$3,000 a day. From the winning moves that we're already making. But before we go to that step, we have to eliminate trading every day. I'm sure you did, Prince. I'm sure you did wish you stayed in the call. It's not a problem that you didn't. because there's a couple of opportunities where you probably would have been shaken out. Remember when this candle started, it also flushed red as well. You did have another opportunity to get back in the call once the candle turned back green, and it was also breaking and making a new high. Now we have a continuation, possibly, we'll see. There's an opportunity, depending upon your risk tolerance. Identify an area you would have a stop out before you get in, and then go for it. I do have that algo drawn as well. This is what is happening right now. We're in this green algo. Again, the bulls had an opportunity to use these bears as liquidity. Coming down to VWAP, bouncing right back off of VWAP, continuing a further move upwards. It's right there right now, Prince. 458, 40 as you said. The beauty that I'm looking at this and what I'm liking about these guys is that there will be a lot of liquidity to be able to use just for some profit taking. If we do get a nice continuous red candle, you can make 20, 30 cents in that 5-minute candle. It all depends on how many contracts you want to use and how patient you are. It'll come. It always does. It always does. One thing we don't want to do is chase. And we really want to get to the point that we're calling out the setup before we take it. And then the next thing we do is we want to call out, is this a scalp trade? Or is this a trend trade? It's a scalp trade, we're going in and out, that 5-minute candle. It's a trend trade, we're going to maximize that 5-minute candle, but leave some runners. We have to get systematic with our profit taking as well. What a huge day. Finally reached that 10 o'clock hour, and I'm so grateful for that. About 45 seconds left. 45 seconds left before we reach that 10 o'clock hour, and I'm grateful that I've not taken a trade yet. My mental capacity is intact. my mind is intact, my eagerness is intact, my confidence is intact. I'm simply just waiting in an ambush like a sniper, waiting for someone to get in trouble. And when they do, we will be there. So now let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. That is a shooting star. That is a shooting star. Not textbook. That is a shooting star. That's a shooting star. Be patient. Yes, Dan, we are together on that. I'm really exercising it.
What is important to you?
That's that put that I'm telling you about. Gosh almighty, y'all see that candle? We ain't going for it though. Let's keep this in mind, guys. Let's really get into the psychology. There are a lot of people who don't want to get in right now with the call, thinking it has maximized where it's at because we have clear overhead resistance. Yet, there are a lot of people who want to short this. So it is best not to be an early bear. Everyone wants it to come down. There's plenty of liquidity to be grabbed here, 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 especially below this line, which is why I drew that line in the sand. Oh my goodness, this is very hard to stomach. It's very hard to stomach. I don't want to wait because it'll get easier. Let's see how the bulls respond first. See how the bulls respond first. But that's that patient thing, Dan, because I would have been jumping this. Pew! Trading below that shooting star. Pew! I've been gone. But I want a bigger move. I don't want to be like these early bears here who got used as liquidity. Keep in mind the thing is still above VWAP, still respecting the resistance lines. Well, this one is now support, still respecting it. Early bears are gonna get hurt, and I don't want it to be us. All we have to do is just wait. And that easy money is gonna come. That money, but we'll have the confidence to get in 10, 20, 30 contracts. It's just unusual times right now. Just can't do it. That was the trade right there though. From the break of this to VWAP. VWAP is always the first profit taking area if you take a short above VWAP. If you short above VWAP, you better cover above VWAP. Shout out Alex. If you short above VWAP, you better cover above VWAP. My goodness. Whew. My goodness. My goodness. But I just don't trust it, guys. I just believe it'll be greater later. For those of you who want to get involved right now, you have our support. But I don't trust it, guys. I don't. Now, remember when I drew that head and shoulders area earlier, guys? Anyone remember this? I did scoop this over here because this was right here. Okay? But anyone remember this? I told you I saw the liquidity grab on the left shoulder. We now have it on the right shoulder. We don't know what it's going to do yet in this area, but we identify it and saw it coming. I think I called that out at 9:35. But now we need a clear entrance, a safe entrance. Gosh, shit. Ooh! This is hard for me to watch. Hard. I wanted to take that short right here. Man, it's hard. Hard. But I believe. I just believe that easy money is coming. My goodness. Did anybody take that put? Somebody take that put? My goodness. My goodness. Thank you, Prince. Gosh almighty. My goodness. Well, it's definitely there. Prince said, I'm in. Dan said, just looked at another site, and that initial candle down on TOS isn't there. So grateful that I see it here. Money to be made is 5 minute candles. Glad you're getting that money, Prince. We can now see what is happening after that liquidity grab, and boy, she's doing her thing. Hey. There's no such thing as a missed trade, guys. Develop FOMO. Good. Might have been too patient on that one, Dan. Oh my goodness, we might have been too patient on that one. Woo! Squeeze is on. Squeeze is on. But I'm not chasing it. That was a character building exercise. Glad we got a teammate getting money in that. Prince getting money in that. Protect yourself, Prince. We're early in this 5-minute candle. She's looking like she already wants to change colors. Just protect yourself. Leaving the runner is excellent. If you want to come down in the 456.2 area. Nonetheless, we still have to acknowledge the 457 area as it was used as support this morning. You see it clearer here. This morning, this 457 area, so it has gotten away from it. Whether it stays away from it, we'll have to remain to see. What a character building. I know you are, Prince. Give it up for Prince. Get your money and run. Get your money and run, Prince. Get your money and run. So grateful, so happy for you. Absolutely, teammate. Absolutely. This is hard, man. This is right out on my plate. Man, but there's no such thing as a mistrade. Just reset, reanalyze, and prepare for the next opportunity when it presents itself. They are still early, guys. Still early. Almost back at daily support. Unbelievable. Almost back to the 456.2 area. The infamous. Let's see. Beautiful trade to support. Did anyone take that put? As we had a clear break of a V from the 457 down to the 456.5. Beautiful trade. Awesome. Dr. J made some money as well. We have to be patient, and we will be. We're happy for all of you who are making money. I missed it as well. But there will be another one on the way. It's like a bus. Greetings, Kareem. Currently trying to figure out if I should have hold my call or cut losses, to be honest. What call are you referring to? I hope you don't mean you were in a call all the way down here, Kareem. Please explain a little bit what call you got in. Hold the call, cut losses. So if you're saying, if I'm trying to understand this, Kareem, are you saying that you're in a call and you rolled that call all the way down here? I do hope that is not the case, Kareem. Several reasons why. For one, the stock has gone from green to red on the day. That's a sign of panic. The stock gapped up and was green. Once the stock got back to the 457, she then went red on the day and is coming right back down to the 456.2 area, which has been acting as overall support for the longest time. I was in the money at 458 calls like 35 minutes ago, but missed my exit. The 458 calls. Missed. That's a rough one, Kareem. That's a rough one, buddy. Does anyone have any suggestions? We have to look at everything overall, Kareem. It might just be a matter of you taking a smaller loss at this time. You can see we're red on the 30-minute, red on the daily minute, red on the daily, red on the 30-minute. Well, and we have not had a sufficient push from the bells, from the bulls. These are not even Heikin-Ashi charts. These are regular candlestick charts. They're all red. We need to see some bullish action come back in and start squeezing some of these bears to take profit. And then your best hopeful area would be back here at the 457.4, possibly Kareem. I strongly advise you to never, ever, ever walk away from a trade. Always set a stop when you get ready to like walk away, use the bathroom, answer the door, the phone, anything, because it does not take long for this to turn around when it decides to, or to drop. Remember, stop, go up like stairs, but come down like an elevator. So if you would like some help on how to set your stop to prevent something like that from ever happening again, I will be more than happy to assist you in showing you how to use the active trader if you're using Thinkorswim to prevent something like that from happening again. Only thing I can hope for is that you're not in with a large amount of size and that you learn from this lesson. As long as you learn, then a loss is never really a loss. It is a lesson. Consider it market tuition. You're not the first person, nor will you be the last person that has made this mistake, missed an exit, and gone for a ride. Just yesterday, my buddy Aaron went for a ride, and he was able to come back a little bit better than break even. Happy on that. I wish the best for you as well today. Anything is possible in this market. We've seen the bulls come back in strong force before, so we're not going to allow this to fool us. Let's go ahead and take pre-market off of here so we can now get a much more fuller view as far as what's going on here. Pre-market is off now. Okay. Back it up. It's Friday. Okay. That's some of the action that we were looking for and possibly hope for using this. But before I get, Aaron said it was most definitely a ride. I was in a trade and I didn't mean to get in it, trading on my phone, so I accidentally swiped, got in it. Then it dropped very quickly. But fortunately, he was able to be patient, to buckle up and go for that ride, as you are now, Kareem, on a ride. I would also possibly like to join you. Honestly, really good advice. That was honestly just my mistake. I said stop loss. It's not a big loss, so I'll just see how it plays out. Thanks for the advice. Absolutely teammate. That's what we're here for, to learn. I could possibly hear me and Dan might be looking for a reversal to help you out here. Only thing I would like to see how the bears respond to this push. I don't want to get in it just yet and be used as liquidity to go down, but it is a great place to get in using this 456.2 as your stop out area. I just want to see it retested first. Yes, thank you, Dr. J. If everyone doesn't mind, if you would please give the like button a smash, or in the words of the humble trader, smash the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, that's why I'm waiting. Everyone let's keep this in mind too. Let's break down the psychology. Let's think about it. Everyone is ready for this squeeze, for these guys to cover. In order for these bears to cover, they have to buy. Their buying will push the market up. But until that happens decisively, it is best to stay on the sidelines as we are now into that 1030 candle. That was a good move. The fact that they could not come back below the support, that was a strong sign. Awesome, Prince. Prince is the man. And we're so grateful that you're on this journey with us, Prince. And each and every one of you, everyone has a role to play. We all have the same goal in mind. Everyone will not make the same because we're all trading with different amounts in our account. And we all have a different risk tolerance and time. But we all have the same goal, and we encourage one another every step of the way. We point out what we see, we point out traps, we point out opportunities, and then it is up to you to make the decision whether or not you want to get involved. As this is not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, just a member of a team who is determined to become successfully, consistently profitable in trading the SPY using options. Right now, some of you are right there with Dan and myself. We're fishing. We're just fishing. We let the big one get away. We're fishing. But luckily, our teammate is able to capitalize on this. And I will absolutely punish myself later. Every day, Kareem, from 9:25 to 11. And depending upon the day, sometimes we go a little bit past 11. To share with you guys some of the things that we will be going over and covering here in the future, and that is creating and setting up your playbook that has your plays listed in it. While we have a little bit of consolidation, I want to go ahead and show you guys why I am slapping myself in the neck. Ow! Because this trade right here comes straight out of my playbook, is actually the very first trade in the playbook. It is called the playbook. That's called a shooting star. It's an A+ setup. It's a trend reversible. Go big. Shoot for 30 to 50 cent profit. It has the criteria, where to enter with confirmation, where to take your profit, and then examples of the trade. And you can see these examples that I have here, scoot it over, as just like what was presented here. Look at that. Support, the shooting star, and then the flush. It comes in green sometimes, variations for, but then I have examples of that actual play. Other plays we have called trade out of intraday supply, with examples of that. The break of a V, which we really love, that happened yesterday afternoon like crazy. The break of the V, oh my goodness, yesterday was nuts, with examples of that trade as well. And then once we have a playbook, we sit and wait for these plays to present themselves. And we identify that if we take a trade that's not in the playbook, we are gambling. The playbook is created by spending some time on demand and also recording a screenshot of all your winning trades as well as your losing trades. You identify a certain pattern and you take a screenshot of it, and then you test that pattern 20 separate trading times. Whether it's live, whether it's on demand, you test that pattern. And when you use on demand, it does not matter how much money you make. Never waste your time looking at how much money you make on demand. It does not matter. The key thing for on demand is to be able to, and I'm gonna give you some real sauce. I'm really giving it up. When you practice on demand, practice at 3 times the speed. When you go up here, you click on demand. Once you click on demand, this button right here, when you click it, it'll be a play button and another button to the right. It'll make the chart go 3 times as fast. You'll see the counter skip by 3s. It'll help you to be able to identify patterns fast. So if you can practice fast, once the market, you show up at the regular market, everything is going to move slow. But the key thing is to be able to identify the trades, identify the patterns when they present themselves, and then you get in the habit of taking a trade. Not freezing up, not getting the deer in headlights, realizing that you're not taking the trade because you think you're going to be right. I'll repeat that. We do not enter trades thinking we're going to be right in the trade. We enter a trade because it has met a certain set of criteria that would warrant us presenting a gentleman's risk to see if we're right. No matter what the play is, no matter what the setup is, nothing is 100% correct. But once we have this lot of 20 trades, we can now categorize our setups by percentages. This setup has an 80% win rate. This one's 65. This one's 70. This one 90. And then you take these percentages and then you label them. Of course, the one with the highest win percentage, that's your A+ setup. When that setup shows up, you're obligated to take the trade. You don't know what the outcome is. And the beautiful thing about that particular shooting star trade is that the stop is above the shooting star. Where on this chart would you be wrong? See, that's the first thing you ask yourself. When I get into a trade here, I think the trade is going to go down. Where on the chart would I be wrong? Aha. If it went in this area, closed in this area, I would be wrong. Now, what's the distance between here and there? How many contracts am I using? And if I'm wrong, could I stomach that loss from this distance, from my entry to my stop? And if you can't stomach the loss, then you need to lessen your contracts. But you need to allow yourself the room to identify where on this trade would you be wrong. In this particular setup, you would be wrong if price started trading above the shooting star. So again, we don't know if we're going to be right. We just know a certain set of criteria have been met that warrant us taking a trade. And that's what we're here for. We're snipers. When something comes in our scope, meaning the particular trades that we have in our playbook, we take the shot. We protect ourselves with risk. We have a profit target, 2 of them, first and second profit target. we do that each and every time, knowing that out of 20 trades, we're going to win 80% of the time, 90% of the time, 75% of the time. And as long as we keep our risk tight, we can afford those losses. Those were great losses because they were predetermined. You didn't allow it to get out of hand. You had a determining area where you would stop out at. You had a determining area where you would take profit at. And this is how we trade. This is how we get better. To work on little things. Just come to the market every day just to be 1% better. One of the things that I wanted to work on myself was to be a little more patient. I would get myself in trouble early, and then my winning trades would get me out of the hole or not be as big because I had a smaller loss or paper cut ahead of that. I said I wanted to be just a little bit more patient. Today I was too patient because I am obligated to take this trade when it sets up. I'm obligated to set a risk, aim, shoot, and fire. Prince said, do you have this paper built? Yes, Prince, I am putting it together right now. I'm making the tweaks. I'm grabbing some more examples. And then we're going to go to Kinko's, print it off, make it a bind. And then I'm going to upload it to where if you guys want to get it online, you can. And you'll be able to download it yourself and print it off and make a little binder for yourself. So I'm in the process of trying to finish that this week. Yes, sir. And now since you asked me, I know I'm going to do it because I'm going to go ahead and commit myself to doing that. No, Brits, knock it off, man. I'm a teammate. I'm a teammate. You're a legend, Prince. You're a gunslinging legend, and we love it. We love it. We love the camaraderie. We love to be able to cheer each other on. We love to see each other doing good. And if you make any money in the market, please believe you've done a great job. If you've been able to take any money away from these market makers at big institutions, no matter how much you've taken, you've done a great job. You deserve a pat on the back. Thank you, Dr. J. We love this team as well. We love trading. We love the market. We can see the market is kind of holding right now, consolidating. However, if we do recognize the signs, we can see that the bulls are buying up the lower prices. We did have this close below the 456.2 area, but that was the last time it closed below. Everything else has been closing above, closing above, closing above, closing above, and now we're starting to get some bottom wicks. So this is the indication that the bulls are buying up these lower prices, and soon the bulls will jump out of the bushes and possibly show themselves. But that could be a trap by the bears. As the Bears were trapped all last week, it might be their turn to use the Bulls as liquidity. We'll just have to wait and see. Two things for certain. If you have not taken a loss today, you have not lost any money. Go. Sooner or later, the Bulls are going to show themselves. The Bulls are going to show themselves. I'm with this. All right. I'm with this. Not just yet. Might be that pressure we're looking for. Let's go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and get in, Dan. We do have the break of the inverted V. We do have a new 5-minute candle breaking over the previous candles. About 1.5 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. take a little profits here as they present themselves. Take a little more profit here. Maybe we have a little bit of standby issue. Awesome, Dan. Awesome. Still got a few runners, Dan, just in case we want to get a squeeze. Bears would definitely have to come back now in force. So I'm going to protect very tightly. I'm going to continue to get money. I'm in that 455 call. That was a 201 I just got out. Great exit on that one. Still have some runners. Okay, got out. Got out of that last one right there. Great trade, great trade. Great trade. Got all that we could get out of it. Thank you guys. And we are still under VWAP. And again, this is now giving the Bears an opportunity to turn the tide and use these bulls as liquidity to give us a push further down. Approximately. We'll just have to wait and see. As we have reached the 11 o'clock candle end time. Protect your profits, guys. Protect your profits. Let me show you what my algos are looking like so you can see this dance that's being done. This is why I got in the call. Okay, once we broke over and made this new high here, I stayed in the call, stayed in it. Once we started breaking down and broke below this last bullish candle, I got out, and we're just tiptoeing right now on this line. And it's 11 o'clock, so I want to be a little bit patient. Okay, potentially I do see some liquidity here. Okay, there is a liquidity grab right here. We do have a head right here, and there could possibly be some further continuation down. Okay, like so. Okay, but until we get that break and retest, I'm going to stay on the sidelines when it comes to making any additional puts. Just want to show you that where we're at. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here at the 11 o'clock hour. I believe. Let's check. Dan, were you profitable on that last trade? I want to check in with everybody. And Kareem, did you use this opportunity to reduce your position, or are you still holding? We want to check on everyone. We know that the majority of us are in profits today. Kareem, hold on. This still might give you another opportunity at another push if we can get over this 456.9 area. Be another push. Yes, please, before we go, everyone, please like the stream as we do this every day from 9:25 to 11. And as of late, when the market closed, I come back and do an end-of-day recap where the trades were. And best believe we will be highlighting the call that Prince took, the put that Prince took, the put that Dr. J took, okay, and the call that myself and Dan took. We thank you guys for being a part of this journey. Stand by for the end of day recap. I will potentially set alarms now. Alarms. The stock price reaches here. I would like to be alerted for a potential trade down lower, as I showed you guys. And if the stock closes above here, that'll be a nice squeeze. Also, for clarity, I'm holding mine as your call, but got in with you and made some back. Alrighty, awesome, buddy. So glad to hear that, Kareem, that you made some back on this move. Again, these are the parameters, in my opinion, of 456.17 and 457.22. Below this, I would definitely look for a flush down to 455. Above this, look for a retest of the highs. One more time before I go. See, left shoulder here. Here's the head. Right shoulder. Okay. Stock price will come up. Get this. Bam. This is what we would look for, and I will be interested in getting in on the break of this V. Once the stock price retests and have a conversation, make some liquidity here, and break down out of it, I would look to get into a put. Other than that, I will look more so if we got back over this 456.7 area right here for a break back up, retest the highs. That is what I'm seeing and thinking. I'm going to share that with you guys. Time before we go. Don't be early here. There's going to be a conversation. This is that right shoulder giving us that liquidity. But don't be early. Don't be early. You've already seen 1, 2, 3 times before. Okay? Don't be early. Just hold on just a little longer with you guys. If we get a nice crack, I do want to be involved on the 5-minute candle. If we get a crack, I do want to be involved on the 5-minute candle. Yes, I want to start taking some quick profits. I'm not going to be playing with this one. Yes, sir. Alrighty, and that is my last trade, guys. That is my last trade. I got in for that break. Okay, got in for that break here. Just a tad bit early, and because I was early, I wasted no time in getting out. As soon as she cracked, I took the money and ran. Took the money and ran. I took the money and ran. Thank you. I'm wrapping it up, guys. But again, we saw that potentially happening. But again, I kept saying don't be early, because this can quickly turn around. But I just wanted to identify this area. There's an additional break. So that, like I said, just wanted to identify this area. This is to be expected. Remember when I did this, guys? This is to be expected. And then we want to see what the bulls offer. If they don't come up with a full head of steam, woo! Damn it, Jim. Woo! Woo! Look at that flush. Oh my goodness. I can't even get my computer open. Oh my goodness. Is anybody? Oh my goodness. Is anybody in on that one? Oh my goodness. Talk about cutting my toes off before I could get to running. Woo! Man, that's all right though. That's all right. That's all right. Let's leave this alone, guys, till 1 o'clock. Protect profits at all costs. We've done a great job. We've made great money. Let's go ahead, wrap it up here, guys. Thank you guys for coming out. God bless you. Please look for the end of day recap that comes out about 5:30. Bye for now.